Elə mükəmməl. Danışmağa devam edirəm qardaşım, mən dayanmamışam ki, dayanmamışam. Hazırda operatorlarımız öz mövqelərində dinamlı şəkildə dayanırlar. Sanki Argentina milli komandasının mərkəz müdafiəçiləri Lisandro Martinez və Cristiano Romero bugün bizlərini o qədər çox yaxşı başa düşürlər. Səs rejissorumuz Elvin Babayı, yayının rejissoru tam Elvan Miləkbəroğludur.
Uciekł ze Slovakia.
Azerbaycan Respublikası gələcək və idman nazirliyi və Azərbaycan Basketbol Federasiyası tərəfindən təşkil olunur. Bakı şəhər icra hökuməti dəstəyi ilə keçən FIBA 3x3 qadınlar seriyasının Bakı mühəndislər xoş gəlmişsiniz qanunlar və canlar. Bəli qonaqpərvərliyimizi müvayiz etdirək və bütün turnir iştirakçıları bütün ulusal alqışıya və komandaları dəvət edirik. Let's welcome the teams. Please welcome Team Slovakia. Number 3, Kristova Manda Marina. Number 4, Kazrova Lucia. Number 7, Ziriska Lucia. And number 14, Hadikova Erika. Team Slovenia. Number 30, Izekija. Number 76, Zesmia. Number 21, Izekija. And number 5. And much referee, Baksizek Harensevo and Marek Manisevsky. Good luck, kids.
Salam, hər vaxtınız xeyir olsun əziz tamaşaçılar, değerli CBC Sport izləyiciləri. 3'ə 3 basketbol üzrə dünya mərhələsinin Bakı dayanacağı elə indicə başlayır. Bugün və sabah paytaxtımızda şəhərimizin ən gözəl məkanlarından biri olan Fəvvarələr meydanında Bakı mərhələsi geçirilir və ilk oyun Slovakia və Slovenia komandaları arasında geçirilir. Ağ geyimdə biz Slovakia komandasını, tünd geyimdə isə, tünd göy geyimdə isə, tünd yaşıl geyimdə isə biz Slovenia milli komandasını izləyik. Hazırda Slovakia komandası hücum qurur ilk xal üçün və onlar ilk xal aktivlərinə yazdılar. Hətta Sloveniyadan sonra ilk xal yazaraq hesab əlavələşdirdilər. Mən komandaları sizə təqdim edərkən Sloveniya komandası hücumda topu sərət atman mümkün olur, amma orada qayda pozulur. İlk foul yazılır Slovakia millisinin pasifinə. Jack oyuna daxil olur.
Slovenia komandası gəlmə sərbəstliyi yetirəcək.
Törenic o cərmə atışını dəqiq icra edir və hesabı 2-1'ə çatdırır. Protaska topu itirdi. Slovenia komandasının cəhdi dərhal nəticə verir. Öpçüdürün Sloveniyalar necə rahat, necə əla oynuyorlar. 2 xallıq cəhd alınmadı. Hesab 3-1 daxildə. Sloveniyanın seyrinə rakibesi yaxşıydı. Topu sərətdə göndərmək isə mümkün olmadı. Jack Last ötürmə gözləyir. Yaxşı qurman üçün xal gətirir. Xal 4-1 olur hesab. Aktivine yazdı Sloveniyalılar. 2 xallıca. Dəqiq deyil. Rakel oyuna daxil olur. Lisec kənara gəldi Sloveniya komandasında. Jax. Yine yaxşı mübarizə, gözəl addımlar izlədik Sloveniyalılardan, nəticə yoxdur. Slovakia komandasının çalı 2 xallıq atışla reallaşır da məncə 3-4 olacaq hesab. Bəli. Fərqi minimuma endirir Slovakiyalı basketbolçu. Slovakia komandasının bərabərlik cəhdlərini izləyir yazıda. Geri dönüş onlardan reallaşacaq mı? Yox. 7 dəqiqə 50 saniyə qalıb və Sloveniya yılması folla dayandırılır. Bu ikinci foldu. Xal qeydə alınmır. Tabloda görürük. Slovakia komandasının cavabı top səbətə düşməli. Lisic Rakel 2 xallıq cəhd. Top yenə səbətdə deyil. Daha bir cəhd olacaq. Top bu dəfə də səbətdə düşmək çox maraqlıdır. Hələ ki 8 saniyə hücum imkanlaşmasına. Son saniyeler. Olmadı. Heç yer olmadı. Hesap 5-3'lü. Timeout. Her iki komanda oyuncular.
Timeout. Hesap 5-3. Slovenya komandası devrildi. Maçı bitmesine 6 dakika 2 saniye var. Timeout bitti. Maçı devam ediyorlar.
Sloveniya basketbolçularının hücum cəhdi. Jek. Break yerəzdir. Qayda pozulanlar. Çox aşkar qayda pozulmaları. Qollar tutur Slovakiya oyuncu və hakim bunu qeydə alır. Üçüncü hətta bu
Foul ve Slovenya komanası gelme. Atışlı şeyler.
iki
Beşiktaşlar
atış
oyuncu.
olacaq. Dördə çatır kollar.
İsa 6-3.
Slovakiyalıların hücum cəhdi. Ötürmə dəqiq deyil, orada qayda pozulur. Orada qayda pozulur. Bu Sloveniya yığmasının oyun ərzindəki ilk qayda pozuntusu kimi yaddaşa həkk olunur. Slovakiyalılar dönüş edə biləcəklərini Azərbaycanların hücum cəhdini izləyirik. Yaxşı cəhd idi, top səbəti düşmədi. Brekel. Jek. Liseç döndü, səbət altında. Çox gözəl aldığı orta rəqini. Topu yenidən qazandı. Üçüncü cəhd fikir verin, heç bir olmadı. Hücum vaxtı devam edir. Bu dəfə necə? Bu dəfə də olmur. Liseç görün hara qədər mübarizə getdi. Olmadı. Güc tükəndi. Güc tükəndi. Slovakiyaların cavabı 53'te hazırda dönüp atış icra etti Slovakiyalara. Basketbolçu yok. Mümkün olmadı. Topu səbətin yanından keçirmək də mümkün olmadı. Buna söz
Ve
olarak
İsa'nın ferdatı 700.
vaxtın yarısı geride qalmaq üzrədir. Yine Slovakya komandasının hücum cəhdi nəticə vermir.
In the early phase of the game, meanwhile, Slovenia, Isek attempting a two. But only 3 points for the Slovakians so far, and that has been their Achilles heel. From what I've seen from them this year, they've struggled to find a consistent action outside of posting up to get them some easy looks at a score. Let's see what they can do with this one. They'll run a decent play, not bad at all. To get Krislova a look. Krislova, I believe, in this lineup, the most capable scorer down low. Found herself in that mismatch with Nia Zex again. Second foul on Slovenia. They run a similar play. This time a pop, 2 balls up, and another foul called.
Atış icra olundu ama dəqiq olmadı.
So number 3 on Slovenia. Another chance for a set play here for the Slovakians. An opportunity at a drawn-up look for 2, and Kaspranova sprays the place again. Fourth point, second 2 for her. Lisek twirls around, beautiful move, but no make. As we approach the halfway mark, this game is tighter than your high school jeans. 7-5. Slovakia has been kept in the race by a couple of twos by Kaspranova. Slovenia have gotten 5 out of Svijanovic. Krislova, no. Lisek sends that out of bounds. Eva Lisek, the tallest player on the floor, gets a hand in there. Now she'll take a seat. He forced by the end of the shot clock. Kaspranova won't hit anything. So ball back over to the Slovenians, who have been in control throughout most of this game. They've gotten the scores they wanted. They just gave up a couple of twos to Kasparanov. Now they try to get a two of their own. High arcing splash from Zex. And no answer for the Slovakians. They get possession back, however. Kasparanova, leading scorer for them, gets it down low to the block. And three in the key. That was curious defense, to say the least. But it'll work out in favor of the Slovenians, who now hold a 4-point lead. Slova's held up, the pass down low, kicked out. Kasparanova, no, absolutely not. Stifled by Bresel. Kasparanova will take a seat. She's been the main scoring threat, as mentioned, for Slovakia. 4 out of 5 points are hers. There is another two-piece for the Slovenians. Stojanovic has had a wonderful game. She's got 7 out of 11. They take the ball back. Sachs runs in. 12-5. Slovenia are blowing the doors off of this game in the last minute or so. A bucket there for the Slovakians might give them some oxygen, but they need more than that. Slovenia so far has been the better team, the more decisive team, have found more determined actions that work. And they've gotten the best out of Tina Stojanovic, who again has 7 out of 12 points. She's been brilliant. As we have 3.5 minutes left in this 10-minute sprint right here from the center of Baku, as we are set up on Fountain Square and Nizami Street. Conditions here are good. We are hitting right around 30 degrees Celsius, so 86 Fahrenheit. And it will remain like that all day long here in the Azerbaijani capital. As again, we go and look for who will replace Latvia as a winner. Latvia here, of course, they could repeat. Anyway, far away from that. Sex has been a great ad for the Slovenians. Charges to the rack, takes the bump, drops in the bucket. Look at Mia Zex. Added to the squad for this event. She's up to 4 points. Never mind, make that 5. Kasparanova charges in and will get hit on her way to the rack. She'll take a free throw, 5th foul on Slovenia. Ooh, look like they are cruising at this point with 3 minutes to go, and Slovakia unable to put many points up on the board. They will miss that one too. Oh, quick cross. Wait a minute. Faked her like some Nikes. Bresel with a beautiful move. Good lead pass down low, but Slovakia at this point is missing everything. Bresel is starting to get involved offensively. She'll take a couple of rebounds and we'll get the 16th point up for Slovenians, who are 5 away from game. Slovakia need a miracle at this point. It might come at the fingertips of Kasparanova with her 3rd two. She is the only one able to score at this point. Lee Sex, strong move through the contact. Slovakia have relied on Kasparinova for a lot of their offense. And while her two ball has been flying, she's got 3 of them. It has not been enough to stick with this Slovenian squad. They need a timeout here, and they need something as they have 2:13 left. They'll get the possession here. Good offense here could help. And again, 2:13 is a lot of time in 3x3. Judging by what we've seen so far, they're going to need something. This might do it. Kasparinova, who's been shooting well, misses that. Beautiful pass by Lisek. Found her like Liam Neeson. 18-8. Look at that. Slovenia is rolling. They are charging into that 21-point mark. 2 away at this point. They want to end things early. They got to play some defense first. Fade away. Nuh-uh. And then Lisek gets fouled and put on the line for 2. Frustration foul possibly by Krislova, who has not been able to get it going at all this game. But she might have just given up a couple of free throws to end things here. Eva Lisek will get 2. Played a good game, facilitating mostly. She will miss the first. Second one is good. Rockets will get another shot here. They'll lob it into the paint and we'll get a trip to the free throw line as Lucia Zelinska is hit on the arm. Zelinska will knock down the first, a part of the Nations League squad for Slovakia last year, as well as this team, Slovakia, when they featured on the Women's Series. And she will make the score more respectable. But don't get it twisted. Slovenia are 1 away from ending this one. And they're looking to do it here. Step back 2, no. Offensive rebound, Zex again, no. They'll get another one, and that'll do it. That will do it. It's Mela Brasilia with the finishing touches, and Slovenia will come out with a runaway victory, 21-10. Tough play by Tina Svijanovic, who ends with a Nia Zex in her first game with the squad, is up to 6 points. So an all-around good game from the Slovenian ladies. Slovakia, they got to hope for a miracle now. To get out of this QD, you got to come in first in the pool, and with 10 points scored so far, it's not looking good for them. So again, Slovenia take this one 21-10. Enjoy the moving pictures. We'll be right back with the next game in action. We'll shift our attention to qualifying draw B with Azerbaijan and Benin. A matchup we've seen before this year. I told you we'd be right back. Home hometown favorites, Azerbaijan, will take on Benin in the qualifying draw. So both teams play each other, I believe, in Poitiers earlier in the season. And they'll rehash their rivalry right here, right now, in front of the Azerbaijani crowd who have come into the venue. And this two-day event out here in Baku. We are about to be introduced to both teams momentarily. They played earlier this year a low-scoring affair. Neither team will put up many points, but it ended up in favor of Benin. And here are your faces to come out onto the court. Azerbaijan will come out with Shilan Akbegol, Aminaz Ramat Zami, and Ibrahimova. Azerbaijan, who have finished both their attempts at a women's series stop so far in dead last, 16th in Sumgait, 16th in Poitiers. They were competitive in the French city. Not so much in Sumgait, so let's see how they can do here. They can become even more competitive. They have faced off in Poitiers with the team that comes out next, Benin. First year on the women's series circuit for them as they attempt to find their footing. They've been adapting to the level of play, an undersized unit. They've tried to go through physicality. And they come out with Oseni, Zime, Amuda, and Behanzin. Can they repeat what they did in Poitiers, which is their only win on the 2026 Women's Series season over Azerbaijan? We are about to get sprinting women's qualifying draw, Pool B. Benin with that new, or slightly new addition, Behanzin, who played her first stop on the squad in Cáceres last week, where the team came in 15th. Of course, we saw Benin in Marseille as well, where they came in 16th. And then, as mentioned, Poitiers, 14th with a win over Sergic. You see it right there. We'll be calling the game with Maxime Parazedo, I apologize. Benin have the rock in hand. They chuck it up from 2. It will not go. Behan's in with that attempt. Back to Azerbaijan, who are the more sizable squad. They get it taken from them. Benin, despite being undersized with the blocked shot down low. Two-piece will fly out of bounds here. Good attempt by Ibrahimova. It will not go. As mentioned, these teams met up in Poitiers. It was a low-scoring affair. Neither team has been very prolific on offense here in 2026. Not for a lack of trying, though. Benin. It was Zime who missed that. Azerbaijan, one of 2 local teams, of course, here in the competition. We will see Neftchi Sokar, a new-looking Neftchi Sokar, by the way. Later on, they are your number 1 seed in Baku. Azerbaijan, an 11th seed here. They swing it. Quick drive, kick out, 2-piece underway. That will go. Great from Ibrahimova. Actually, never mind. That was Akbingol who knocked that down. Benin cannot answer. Azerbaijan, again, playing the size game. They are taller. They are more physical. They drive in. This time, it's Ramazanli. Hosseini will earn himself a trip to the free throw strike. Azerbaijan with a quick 3-0 lead. How about that 2-piece by Shilan Akbingol? Might be a different look in Azerbaijan squad than we've seen so far this year. And will not get on the board with that. Azerbaijan just taking screening game now. 2-piece will continue out of bounds. But the determined action we've seen from Azerbaijan has been organized. They have worked through the screening game, some drive and kick action as well. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. Some improvements seen here from both teams. And Benin, again, not on the board yet, 2 minutes in. Tough takedown low and whistle on the floor. I believe that'll be a foul on Benin. Foul on the floor, check ball up top. A fresh 12 for Azerbaijan to work with. Handoff action. A kick out, 2-piece again, no offensive board, also no. And it'll go out of bounds. You can clearly see what Azerbaijan is trying to do here. Benin is a tiny, well, not tiny squad, but they are very undersized compared to this Azerbaijan unit. They are trying to go down low, get the ball into the paint, score on the block, but Benin has held up on these attempts. They have struggled to score, however, as they can't get the shot down. They leave a 2-shooter, quick shooter open. That is Akbingol again. He's got the scope unlocked, 5-0. We're on 2 for a while here as Hansen is down. Seems to be in some pain. Signaling that right leg there. Oh, that walking very gingerly. Help to the bench. Maybe just knee on knee, we'll see. For now, we will have to do without the services of Behanzin. Benin still looking for their first score. Azerbaijan take it away from them. Drive into the paint, met with a foul. That is Ramazanli. And that was in the act of shooting, so free throws will follow for the home team. Look at that. You can see the reach in from Mahmouda. There's been all Azerbaijan so far, 6-0. Zime. Pace of the game is going up a bit. Azerbaijan looking to put more points on the board. Ramazanli, why not? Two-piece after two-piece from Azerbaijan, who have knocked down 3 long-range shots already. And it elated the home crowd here with an 8-0 run to start this one. The way the results had shaped up, and Benin beating Azerbaijan earlier this year, I didn't have this on my bingo card, I'll be honest with you. I didn't think it would be this kind of start. For Ramazanli, Akbingol, Yusubova, and Ibrahimova. They will play some defense here. As Behan Zen is still on the bench for Benin, unclear whether she can continue. We saw the medical staff attend to her. But Benin for now playing with 3. High post action now for Azerbaijan. Good patience. Again, that move down low, spin on the block won't go. Offensive board, again an offensive board. Kick out for another two-piece that'll hit the back of the rim. Benin still looking for that first score. We'll draw a foul here. Oseni will go to the free throw stripe. She missed her only shot from there so far. And Benin remains scoreless. Azerbaijan continue their onslaught. They will miss the shot, but they go at the Western Africans with full force down there. A little bit too long, no shot clock. Creative attempt by Zime will not go down. Benin looking for that first point are struggling right now. Meanwhile, Azerbaijan continue to make it rain in sunny Baku. Ramazanli again. Behan Zain has returned to the court. Benin save it. There's 2 ladies out of bounds. Why not? That was a heat check if I've ever seen one. A 10-zip lead. Azerbaijan continue to go and look for that too. It's worked for them so far. They've gotten 4 down early on in the game here. Benin has seen enough. They need a timeout. They need a timeout badly, as they have not scored and have not found any determined action that works against the size of Azerbaijan, who have outmuscled them at the basket, but have mainly outshot it from range. Home crowd, of course, cheering for one of the sides here. That is the one dressed in white and teal. Behan Zen can't get the score. Azerbaijan work it down low again. They will not get the bucket. Akbingol missed it. Behan Zen is not shy about shooting the ball. She's been trying to get that first point up. And a layup follows Ramazanli again, who's up to 7 points. What a game she's had. Amen. No. Akbingol also. Couple of misses here as we are past the halfway mark in this one. Hosseini will not save it in bounds. Ball back over to Azerbaijan. Big goal again. Couple of twos that now hit the back of the rim. So Azerbaijan has slowed down a little bit. They have not slowed down their defense, however, as Benin is still scoreless. And we'll run out the shot clock here and turn it over. Timeout on the floor. See, the Benin ladies are gassed, tired. They've worked hard, but they have not been able to overcome the size and length of the home squad. They have not been able to figure out what works to get easy looks at a score, which means they still have a use edge in the scoring department. Screening action for Azerbaijan now. Quick take to the rack. Ramazanli continues to shine. And then turn it over. Ball back over to Azerbaijan. Actually, never mind. Not sure what happened there, but Benin will be fine. He'll get it back out to Behanzen off the glass. He's got an Azerbaijani bank account. 12-2 game. Foul on the play down low. So the answer for the Azerbaijani is going to potentially come from the free throw line. Yusupova, who hasn't scored the game, is set up. She will remain scoreless, but there's some rebounds involved there. Good goal again. So Azerbaijan looking like they're on their way to get some gift back for that loss in Poitiers. And could get a first look at moving out of the qualifying draw. Of course, Brazil waiting in the wings, also in this qualifying draw, Pool B. That is a pretty tough out there. I'd say Brazil the most experienced squad out of all three teams that feature in this Pool B. Again, that game will happen later. Now we continue with Ramazanli going to the rack, working on a 9-point game. You heard that right. She's got 9 out of 13. Benin will get another score. Hosseini this time around from mid-range. But no one has been able to stop Ramazanli this time around. She'll miss it. Benin save it in bounds. A heave from 2 will hit the top of the backboard only. They got 3 ticks to do anything. Zime has that awareness, misses again. Azerbaijan work it down low. Another foul. As Akbingol is hit on the arm. All points for Azerbaijan have come from Akbingol and Ramazan. The Akbingol just added her 5th. What a 1-2 punch for the home squad. I post look now. Ibrahimova comes around. She wants to join the 2-point party and does. 2 after two from the Azerbaijani ladies. I wish I knew what 2 is in Azerbaijan. Somebody tell me, please. At 3x3 to not. Anyway, action continues. Ibrahimova through the defense, wanted to pass while she got free at the basket. Writing is on the wall, though, with a minute 39 on the clock. Azerbaijan will win this game. We can be assured of that. Unless a miracle happens here for Benin. Oh, another 2 down. Ramazanli, point number 11. This is crazy. I'm not sure what's in the local water, but we have not seen Azerbaijan play this well all year long. Ramazanli again, second 2's missed. It must be that tender bread for breakfast. I think that's what might be working for them. Good take from Hosseini, who misses it. Zime, or never mind. Zamli can't knock it down again. It was, of course, a mood on that last possession for Benin. What a game from the home team. The best performance of the year, as they have not picked up a single win on the women's series in a game in 2 qualifying draw appearances. But they will get their first one here for sure. Full attempt will not go. Shot clock violation, fresh 12, and a check up top for the team in white. They're 3 away from 21. Can they get there is now the question, but that will help. Quick bucket down low, big goal again. Now they're 2 away. Hansen, baseline. Creative attempt won't go. Ibrahimova has it, they loft it down low again. It's out of bounds. Akbengol couldn't get to it. Under 30 seconds to go. In the opener in qualifying draw, Pool B, Hosseini, drive and kick. Hansen, no. Azerbaijan want to end this before the limit. Can they do it? A 1 from the corner, foot on the line. Wait a minute. Nope, they are looking at that. It was a 1. It was very clear to me. That will not end the game yet. 20-3, however, is quite the statement from Azerbaijan. Ramazanli thought she finished the game. Wait a minute. I think they may have forgotten to count a point or something. As another point is added, and Azerbaijan have gotten to 21. I'm confused, you're confused, but the outcome remains the same. Azerbaijan come out with a statement dub in front of their home crowd here, 21-3 over Benin, as they take a first step towards potentially qualifying into the main draw. See the results down below on your screen. You'll see the moving pictures coming up here momentarily, as we will get a quick break before our next game, 5 minutes away from Kampala, meeting with Slovenia. We'll see you there. All righty, back to the next one, Kampala. You know, these ladies, they featured as Uganda in 2025 FIBA 3x3 Women's Series campaign. Now they come out as the capital for the Pearl of Africa. Played 3 stops, their best result in quarterfinals exit in Debrecen. They are all very young, 21 and 22 years old are Anyango, Nambogo, Nakituka, and Lamunu, who have stepped onto their first event here in 2026. 2 teams active for Uganda on the Women's Series here this year. A tall squad, especially Anyango, who is very, very sizable. They take on a similarly built squad as far as size, but maybe a more experienced squad of 3x3. Slovenia won a game against Slovakia early with decisive numbers, 21-10. As they say, we add Mia Zex make it to the court. That was the leading scorer in the game. Tina Svijanovic with 8 points, knocked down a 2-piece. And Slovenia, well, yep, to the right next. That's their left, actually. That's my right. Anyway, they with a win here could qualify themselves into the main draw, which is, of course, something they are very eager to do. The matchup of Lisek against Martina Anyango should be an interesting one. Both very tall. They should beat up plenty in the paint. You wonder if Kampala can bring the shooting power to beat the Slovenian offense, who look very, very, very confident here in Baku. As both teams will get their last adjustments in. Referees Marek Maraszewski and Andrada Sender will make sure to call a clean game. So Kampala essentially in a win or go home scenario. With a loss here, they will not be able to qualify into the main draw. I'm sure they are well aware of that. These ladies have played a ton of 3x3, albeit at the Nations League level. As again, they are all under 23 years of age. The Slovenians in the blue threads that start with possession. Kampala will play defense. I'm curious to see the improvements here for Kampala. I like what I saw from them last year in their first ever venture into the Women's Series. They do give up position in the paint here, though. Brasilia will take advantage. Slovenia is on the board first. Kampala try to swing it. Crafty move by Sheila. But travel is called. Gonna get the ball right back over to Slovenians. Slovenia's squad that, to me, has come out of nowhere this year. Wasn't familiar with their brand of 3x3 basketball, but starting at the Europe Cup qualifiers, I've liked the build of this squad. Lisek in the middle doing a lot of the damage. Now they add Mia Zex, who had a good game. Sijanovic, crafty to the rack this time. She'll spin her way, will get blocked. Second attempt won't go either. Good defensive stance by Kampala, who try to get it down low to Anyango. And you can see with the pace of play, this Kampala squad knows what they're doing. We'll see if it leads to many scores, but they are, again, experienced at the youth level. Played a bunch. And they get possession here. 6 ticks on the shot clock. Anyango will not get it. Lisek holds up defensively there. Zex, Pezzi. Zex from range. Two-piece will not go. Lisek, difficult shot attempt. Slovenia pressuring far out on the perimeter. Yango sidesteps, had Lisek dancing on that one, turning around, but the shot won't go. Zex again, float game. Take that to the Caspian Sea. Akituka is held up with a foul. Just like last game, Slovenia has come to play early. Yango forgets the Wilson. It will go out of bounds. Yango, capable driver from the outside despite being 193 centimeters tall. Rangy player, long arms too. They lose track of Lisek, who can't hold on to the Wilson. Lisek will take a seat. As will Nakituka. Quick drive, baseline scoop shot is just off the mark. And Brasilia with a couple of misses down there. Physical defense by Kampala, two-point attempt. Back of the rim, it's saved in bounds. This time around, Brasilia is sure to finish that off. Good positioning, good seal. And look at the pressure that Slovenia is putting out onto the perimeter. Can Kampala play with that type of pressure is the question. Oh, separated but not hydrated. Lisek with a mismatch, double team comes, two-piece, good find, Brasilia from the outside. Spela has come to play early. Yango can't get it to go, so Kampala resorted to double teaming Lisek in the paint. He's found the open shooter. Brasilia again. On Yango, the shots for Kampala starting to get a little frantic here. As they face a 6-0 deficit here early, they take the Wilson back. On Yango, fakes, drives, baseline, and Kampala's on the board. Good move. Lisek with the answer for two, drains it. Shredding the threads. Look at that move again, the separation. Bogo with that quick jab has gotten free a bunch, has not knocked it down, however. So the shots for Kampala, despite being decent looks, haven't gone. Slovenia has brought the pressure on defense. Offensively, they've done whatever they wanted to do. And it's 8-1. I like that. I need to be one of those. That is cool. Kampala will get it back. Another quick move, 2 is up, off the glass and in. Now Bogo this time will drop it in. Actually, that was a long one. Foot on the line. But Kampala, again, they finally get a look they are able to knock down. Slovenia are cruising comfortably, however. Kampala get the ball back, but they need some more of that. They don't need more of that. Ilar Nambogo dribbles it off of her foot. She will take a seat. Nakituka comes back out. But Kampala mainly need to stop. They've given up 8 points in the first 4 minutes. It's tough to stop this Slovenian squad with multifaceted attack they have. Zex can't get it. Will get it out to Lisek. Lisek on the drive, a 1-foot runner from the mid post. Mwah. Soft kiss, it will go. Ooh, spinning and, well, not winning. Close to winning, but Anyango can't get it. Now she'll just take it from Berselli. Kampala, despite the score, have been competitive here early off defense, and the shots they've taken just haven't knocked them down, and they have not been able to deal with that. Lisek with her 4th point. Rebounding game is squarely gone to Slovenia. Good defense by Kampala that time around. Again, they need some of these possessions. They've played defense in a way that makes you feel that they can stop Slovenia. Then other possessions, Slovenia has just cruised to layups and shots. 9 out of 10 points come at the hands of Lisek and Berselli, the size for Slovenia. Akituka cannot get the score. As we've crossed the halfway mark in this one, Slovenia seem to be on their way to a main draw berth. A win here would do it. They move it around, sweet cuts. Vijanovic, who's been quiet in the game so far. Whistle on the floor. First foul on Kampala. Uganda will become more active. Oh, but they forget about Berselli. As I was saying, Uganda will become more active in the women's series events here in the last couple of years, with now 2 teams active. Zex, no, Berselli, close. Sheila, an open look, will not get it, but there's not Tuka. Oh, well, yes. Anyango, after a couple of rebounds, will get Kampala their 3rd point. But you love to see it. A couple of nations from Africa trying to make an impact here. Benin lost the game earlier. Kampala looks like they might be on their way to an L here as well. But I like the fact that these ladies are stepping onto the women's series. As mentioned, Kampala, they have some experience. They played as Uganda last year. Get a timeout here to try to see if they can change their fate. As I mentioned, this is essentially a win or be gone game. A loss here would put Slovenia at 2-0 in qualifying draw pool A, meaning they automatically move on. There's nothing that can be done about that, which will leave Slovakia and Kampala to battle it out for honor. Can Kampala find the magic? I think if I had to make a guess, it'd have to be Bresilar to come out with some big-time shots. He'll turn it over here. Bresilar has taken the best-looking twos, but Kampala is also going to need to find some defense. They do here. Jump ball situation between Sheila and Bresilia. Kampala will come away with a fresh 12 and a check up top. Martina. Handoff action. There's Bresilar stepping back, but thwarted. Janovic will get a hand on there. Down low on Yango. And he'll go out of bounds. Down low, Bresilia finishes it up. Slovenia are getting easier looks at scores by cutting off ball, denying some screens. That'll help Martina down low. 4th point, Kampala. They've not been able to hang with Slovenia with this stuff happening. Sijanovic to the crib, bumping a bucket. Tina Stojanovic has had herself a day. Finishes through the contact there. Free throw goes down as well. Up and under move. But Kampala are in dire straits as Lisek comes in with another score for the Slovenians. 2:38 on the clock. Sheila, no, not over Lisek, who thwarts that attempt. They work the ball to Stojanovic, who gets hit again. And will go to the free throw stripe for the second time in as many possessions. And see here, it's Nakituka who comes in there. Tries to break up the play, but a little too much contact, specifically on the arms. Stojanovic will not get the free throw. Will get the rebound, however, and will score it as Slovenia creep closer to the 21-point mark. Quick trigger. But Nakituka offline for now, and this has worked all game long. Lisek has dominated the game. Absolutely dominant. Bresilar. Nuh-uh. Lisek drives this time, kicks it. Zex. His X has not had to touch in this game so far. He's got a bunch of good looks. Our totals remain at a single point, but Slovenia up 14, looking to move into that main draw. Qualifying draw 8 will qualify into Pool C, where previous year's winners Latvia await, as well as Chile with an extremely dangerous Fernanda Ovalle on the squad. So it seems like Slovenia will be joining that as this game is all but over. 3 away from the 21-point mark. Kampala unable to score despite being competitive as far as looks early on. But the shots they've gotten have not gone down. Their defense has left a little bit to be desired here against the surgical offense for the Slovenians. We've gotten 7 out of Berselj and 6 out of Lisek. They go with a double high post look here. Off-ball screening, Berselj charges in for her 8th point. Beautiful play design, good recognition as well. Good shot there. Again, that's the type of stuff I'm talking about. Presilar was open, separated, but could not get it to go down. Svijanovic kicks it down. Berselj back down. The Svijanovic chemistry on point like a periodic table. Ball's out of bounds. Slovenia 1 away from qualifying into the main draw. They get the possession here. They go with another double high post look. Lisek receives the check. Get it back. Svijanovic on the cut couldn't be reached. We've seen this play time and time again. Svijanovic trying to set a screen, denies it, and slip into the rack. This time around, no good. Kampala will get another look. Presilar through the defense will get a layup. They want to close things out. Zex right into the paint, but quick miss, quick transition for Kampala to find Martina down low. Slovenia now lob it into the paint. This has worked all game long. It works again. Berselj with her 9th point of the game will lift Slovenia over Kampala 21-6 as they qualify into the main draw and will continue here in Baku with hopes of placing better than they have so far this year, as they have not gotten out of the pool at all. We will see them later. Of course, we will see Kampala later in the game for honor. But we'll see him in the highlights coming up. Check him out.
Hanımlar ve beyler, hanımlar ve beyler, in Brazil, São Paulo, the free.
All right, here we go again. Our first look at Brazil, who we have not seen since Chengdu. They came out of the qualifying draw, but finished in 12th as they beat the Philippines and New Zealand in that qualifying draw, and then somehow found themselves in the pool of death with the USA and Australia, winners and runners-up in that event. So they were out after the first day there. They bring in a similar squad. Moura, De Souza, De Freitas, and Hopkins are back to business for Brazil. Take on Benin, a squad we saw lose with big numbers to Azerbaijan earlier. They look to stave off similar fate as they bring back Ganigui, Zime, Mikato Seni, and Deche Dewea Erbil Behan Hassan, again, who looked a little frantic in that game against Azerbaijan. Couldn't quite get the determinate shots you would like to see from the squad. Are undersized. So we'll see if they've made some adjustments here. A first ever matchup between Brazil and Benin, as both teams feature in different conferences when it comes to the Zone Cups. Benin in the Africa Cup, of course, Brazil in the America Cup, where they've medaled plenty of times. Of course, a bronze medal at the America Cup in 2025 for Brazil, as well as 24, their last silver in 23, and they got one in 22 as well. So an experienced squad, of course, with Luana De Souza headlining the unit. They bring in Hopkins this year, who has led them in scoring in that sole event we've had. Small sample size, only 2 games, of course, in Chengdu, losing to some pretty good 3x3 programs, to say that. USA and Australia, one of the, well, actually the only 2 teams to win multiple stops on the season. Am I correct with that? I need to check my facts. Let's see. Never mind, FD SoCar is in the mix as well. But 3 teams on the year that have won multiple stops, the Gangaroos, USA, and FG SoCar, and that's what Brazil had to deal with in Chengdu. That ain't fun. That ain't fun. So they get a different look at things here. Like QD with Benin and Azerbaijan. 2 wins will get you to the main draw. And under the watchful eye of referee Marek Maraszewski and Borka Surdzic, here we go again. 10 minutes sprinting, QD Pool B. Hosseini with a difficult shot attempt, and I think this will be a tough game for Benin, as Brazil is a physical unit. Luana there with the smack. That hurt the Wilson. But Brazil, a physical, tough unit, usually leans a lot on their defense. They don't play defense there, and Hosseini knocks it down. Benin up on Brazil here to start. Luana, no. And the Freitas can't get it to go. Look at Rayan battling down there. Zime gets a hand in there. Not cleanly, however. So Rayan with a chance to put Brazil on the board, and that didn't go. Can Benin continue scoring the ball is now the question. A couple of jabs from Oseni. And then a miss from the top of the key. Brazil with a fresh 12. Never mind. Oseni here with a trip to the free throw line. 0 for 3 on the day. Long range attempt will not go. Muda missed that one. Will drive in for the layup. Scoop-dee-doo. There's your first Brazilian points. And Oseni continues her stellar play here. Third point, Benin. Looks like the Africans have tweaked things around here in between games. And have made some much-needed adjustments featuring Malikath Oseni a bunch, and she has scored on her first couple of possessions. And Brazil get a miss from the free throw line from their most experienced player, Luana de Souza. Oh, but wait a minute. Hopkins just takes that one. Cruises in for a layup. Oseni again. Looking for a teammate. Oseni forced to create something. Drives in. Gets her cookies took. Good hands, Luana. Good seal, Hopkins. A bump, a bucket, and Brazil tied things and could go ahead. Shout out if you're watching from Brazil. I'm sure the time difference doesn't make it easy, but you see Hopkins there, getting it done. Two-piece off line. Hopkins again down low. They kick it. Back iron. Couple of misses and a make below. Oseni tries to force one up, will get fouled again. To get to the free throw strike for the 4th time today. You see it here. Tough drive, wheels herself through the hands of Hopkins. Luana, no. This Brazil squad, you never know. Look, they are experienced, they are feisty, they play physical, but they can miss some shots. Offense has always left a little bit to be desired for Brazil, although they get it back here. 5-3, make that 6-3. Easy transition bucket. And Brazil sometimes could look like world beaters, and sometimes they look like they lack some firepower. Not this time around. Quick back and forth, 7-3 all of a sudden. Offensive foul on Benin, who started the game so well, but have started going back to the stuff we saw them do last game, which is force up individual looks. Try to create one-on-one, and I don't know if that's where their winning 3x3 basketball is for them against a very experienced and physical Brazilian. Balanced approach from Brazil so far. We've got 3 out of Muda, 2 out of Ryan, and 2 out of Hopkins. Luana hasn't scored yet. I say yet because we know it'll happen at some point. Quick drive down low. Strong take by Victoria. Mura. Contact there. She'll take a trip for free throw strike. Brazil's leading scorer could add to her total. She does not. I told you Rwanda would score. I told you she would. There she is. Zime, no good for Benin. They get it back to Zime. Deep two-piece. Hansen, who knocked one down in that game against Azerbaijan earlier. Can't get that one. Hopkins with a step through, misses the layup. Oh, wait a minute. Hansen is down. Remains on the floor as Brazil score. Get back up on her feet. Hansen, who was hit in that first game as well, you can see here. Looks like she tweaks that knee again. Same knee that bothered her against Azerbaijan. Had her sit on the bench for a while. Now, similar actions happen. May, midi, Good rebound, however. That was creative. Three game as we approach the halfway mark. And looked a little better when Hosseini has been driving. This time around, she'll miss it. And out of bounds for Amuda. As Brazil will take over, and again, that experience is showing. It's Feijoada against Fufu. Feijoada's winning so far. Down to the block, Hopkins around the defense, quick move. Hosseini takes a trip around the perimeter, can't get it to go. So retake it. Screening action with Zime. Zime. Look at the defense. There was a contest there. She just wanted to shoot it, I guess. No box out. Muda charges in. And Brazil are cruising. Hosseini. Not enough on the shot. And then she forgets about Luana. Foul down low as Muda again comes in for the boards as Brazil has dominated on the glass. They have come in and have gotten a hold of almost every opportunity down there. Muda being at the forefront. Yeah, that's a foul and a half. Hosseini was just hanging on. Brazil look like they are cruising to a dub here. Up by 8. Benin, who came out and scored first. Went up 3-1. It's been a 10-0 run for Brazil since. And we don't know what the status is of Bechadewa Behanza. Gets back on the court after the knee injury. Hopkins, midi pull up. And Now it's Ryan with the board. She'll get fouled. So again, Brazil's making a living on the glass right now. It's Ryan with a miss. 2 free throws, however, as Benin has gotten to the bonus 7 fouls. You know what happens then. There'll be double free throws the rest of the way. Can Ryan de Freitas get one? Brazil will not get the score from the free throw line. Moura will miss it. Missed opportunity for the Brazilians here, who chase it down. Wilson's out of bounds. Brazil, who've been active in 3x3 in 2026, both on the women's and the men's side. As we will see the nation host the World Tour Finals this year on the men's pro circuit. Luana can't get it. Moura with another board, kicks it down low. It's broken up. Behan Zen takes over for Benin. Z May. They have now resorted to anybody who touches the ball just shoots it from anywhere on the court. As Brazil share and care. Of course, a nation with a long-standing 3x3 history. An active community as well. Shout out, as usual, taking pod 3x3. I'm not sure if they're up and watching this time around. Maybe. I mean, it is pretty early, I believe, in Brazil. But maybe they're up. Anyway. Shout outs to you if you're watching from Benin as well. You're welcome. Happy to have you here on the stream. As your team now has turned the ball over. After a good start to the game, they have looked a little frantic. Have not been able to find what works against the physicality of the Brazilian ladies. Now they got to deal with that. Wow, speaking of physical. Uh-oh. Moura loses it. Moura out to Hopkins. Out back to Moura from the corner. Two-piece will not go to Souza. Tries to clean up the mess. It's Hopkins back to the Souza. Tip drill for Brazil, but they get the job done 14-3. They poke it out. Wilson back in Brazilian hands. De Souza from the corner. Hopkins will now attempt a 2. Long-range shooting has been an issue for Brazil. Scoring in general has not. Luana lasers that one in the front of the rim. Good looking step back from Heihan Zen. Went up in the back of the rim. There is Luana again. Take down low again for the Brazilians. That's where most of their scoring opportunities have come in. Meanwhile, an offensive foul for Benin. Oh, pick and roll perfection. Hopkins at the end of that. Luana Brazil continues to pour it on, and they have lived in the paint in this game. Hopkins again this time around. It's the Brazilians who cruise. These Brazilian ladies have been good like bacalhau. 18-3. A minute 12 on the clock. They could close it out here if they end up getting a couple of shots down. 3 away from the 21-point mark. Moura down low. Hopkins, tough take. Broken up by Benin. Take over. Oseni. Benin have not scored since a 3-1 lead in the game. A 17-0 run for Brazil, and Benin cannot change their fates. They miss one again. Luana. Mura's open. Luana wants to get a 2 down. No, Mura working on those offensive rebounding stats again. Under 30 ticks as Brazil's 2 away from the 21-point mark. Luana could end it here. 2-piece on the way. Good if it goes. It does not. Kicks it to Ryan. 20-3 for Brazil in an absolute blowout over Benin. Luana with 7 points in the game. Mura and Hopkins both have 5. The only 3 points for Benin at the hands of Malikat Oseni. Here is Oseni. Fouled to stop the clock. Brazil apparently want to get the ball back? I don't know. It's pretty clear what's going to happen here. They are going to win. I guess they want to score that 21 point. 21st point. Oseni dribbles out the clock. That'll do it. Benin will exit stage left with 2 losses. And Brazil will have a play-in match coming up with Azerbaijan later. Should be a good one, as this qualifying draw Pool B will come to a close with that. Qualifying draw B will get into Pool D in the main draw with Spain and Austria awaiting. Take a look at the highlights. This is how it started. Benin got it going, and then they completely didn't. Brazil take it 20-3, and we'll be right back with the next one.
Hanımlar ve beyler, hanımlar ve beyler, Slovakia. Number 3, Slovakia,
All righty. A game for honor is what is next. Slovakia and Kampala meet up. Both lost to Slovenia, so out of contention. Can't make it into the main draw. Could leave here with a win, however. So we'll see which team can come out on top. Slovakia, a physical unit. They come onto the floor with Krislova, Kaspranova, Zilinska, and Holikova. Managed to put many points up on Slovenia, 10 to be precise. It was more than Kampala mustered, though. Kampala with only 6 points to show for their campaign. One game, and they know they're going home after day one from Baku. Again, a lot of pride in these ladies from the Pearl of Africa. And they are for sure to give it their best shot here as they bring out Sheila Lamu, of course Silviana Ituka, Martina Anyango, last but not least, Prisilar Nambogo. Kampala with the cool threads. I gotta be honest, those jerseys are dope. I need me one of those. I don't think they make it my size though. If you're just tuning in with us, make sure to hit us up on socials at FIBA 3x3W to take a look at all the Women's Series action from this weekend. We are here, of course, in Baku, another stop happening in China as well. A packed year on the Women's Series, 24 stops total, including that Shanghai final that is coming up quickly to be hosted, of course, in September. One of, I believe, 3 stops in Azerbaijan this year at this Baku stop. As we had Sumgait, and we'll have Sea Breeze as well. Azerbaijan, of course, an active country in 3x3 over recent years with results to show for it as well. These two nations, Slovakia and Uganda, by way of Kampala, are just starting on that journey. Kampala will get the rock, and we'll get the first offense. Single high post look as Martina has it. Out to Sheila. Martina charges in, can't get it to go. And Slovakia is on the board. Quick take down low. That is where Slovakia's strength lies, literally. They can get it down to Krislova and Holikova on the block. I think that is where they can win this game, because they outsize Kampala almost on every position, either through strength or sheer size. They sent Anyango to the free throw stripe and will not knock it down. Sheila with the deep 2, off the mark, down into the paint again, out to Zilinska. And another bucket down low for Krislova. Honda Krislova didn't have the greatest of first games coming in here to Baku, but 2 points to her name in this one to start things off. Not bad. Make that 3 points. Good screening game. Never mind, that was Holikova. 2 up, but not down, as Kampala are showing similar trends to their first game. Their offense has produced some good looks. They just have not been able to knock them down. right? Some adjustments at the scores table, I believe. But the Slovakians have done what has been expected early on. They have gone into the paint, and they have managed to get a 3-0 lead up on the board here to get the possession back as well. Kasparanova was their leading scorer in that loss to Slovenia. Will set it up. It's Zelinska to finish things off down below. Mismatch hunting is what Slovakia is doing. Tuka, no. Zelinska got a hand on it. So Slovakia have realized that. Well, that is a creative attempt from Bresilar, but despite Kampala having the tallest player on the court in Martina Nyango, positions 2 through 4, they are outsized by the Slovakian team, so they always have a mismatch to work with. They're going to always go into the paint. You can see it here, screening game. Kasparanova will pull up, trickles in the midi. 5-0 for Slovakia. And then Bresilar with a forced heave. So Slovakia take over again. Kasparanova on the move, scoop, shot, up and out. So Kampala hold up defensively there. Strong takedown low. But Sheila couldn't get it. This is exactly the recipe for success. Holikova kicks it. Kasparanova, no. Holikova shares it again. Zelinska this time. Yes. Slovakia with a different approach in this game so far. They do almost chuck the ball away though. Nothing lead for Slovakia here as we approach the first TV timeout. They have come out ready to play. And a game that, as mentioned, is for honor and honor only. Both teams will exit the tournament after this as Kasparanova gets loose for a lay. Nobody home for Kampala. Martina Euro stepping all the way from Uganda. Right to left, left to right. What a take. Kampala's on the board, but Slovakia with a quick answer. 9-1. Nakituka offline. And Krislova will get hit on the arm. She'll take a trip to the free throw strike. TV timeout in a Slovakia-dominated game here early. They have played the mismatches. They have come out on top. 4 for Krislova so far. We'll get a chance to add our 5th from the free throw line and get Slovakia in double figures. Kampala have struggled here again because of again, not because of shot quality per se, but accuracy. They have created some decent looks. They have not been able to knock them down. Meanwhile, Krislova does knock it down. Quick drive, kick out. Sheila sidesteps into a two-piece off the glass. I'm not sure what kind of magic she put on that Wilson, but my goodness. This time, Presilar will get it sent. But man, that shot from Sheila was quite crafty. Martina. She'll step back for a two-piece. Ituka down to Martina. So Kampala is woken up. They get the Wilson back. Martina again. Opts for a drive this time. Bumps and a bucket. Kampala all of a sudden looking a lot better. What's happened here in the last couple of seconds? Well, there's your stabilization for Slovakia. They get it back to the hot hand. Martina. Why not? Kampala take over again. Akituka, no. And it's out of bounds. Fresh 12 here for Kampala. Sheila does not take advantage, gets stifled by Krislova. Krislova cuts, gets it back, kicks it out. No space for a shot. 4 in the shot clock now. Krislova launches one from the corner. Foul on Kampala as Zelinska grabbed that offensive board. Sheila here, a little early on the box out and a little too physical. Second foul on the Ugandan ladies in a 12-5 game. And this is down low. Slovakia will get the Wilson back. And there's a whistle on the floor. That's another Kampala foul. Slova is wreaking havoc in the paint, and you can see Martina there. Hangs on a little bit. Third foul, Kampala. Krislova from the corner. 2 is halfway down. Couple of rebounds. No. Slovakia will not score on that possession. Akituka, tough take. That won't go. We're approaching the 4-minute mark. Kasparanova, quick cross back. Good pass down low. Good find. Effortless work by Kasparanova, who puts Krislova in position to score again. Two-piece offline for Kampala. Kasparanova opts to take it herself this time, right into the defense. No call as Martina got a hand on that. Akituka takes over. Open in the corner, Kampala. Ooh, that was a good look for 2. It will not go. And then a whistle and a foul on the floor. This is what I mean when I say Kampala, they get good looks. They just haven't been able to knock them. Well, yeah, there's a foul by Kasparanova. I lost my train of thought because of that. Anyway, what I was trying to say is Slovakia is obviously being the better team here. But Kampala have gotten good looks. They just haven't knocked them down. Open 2s. Attempts at the basket. Shot quality hasn't been bad. It's just the ability to make the shot. Double cross, pull up 2, halfway down and out for Presilar. And now Presilar has to deal with all that down low. Krislova, another easy score. And a quick foul. Prisilar, space for a shot again, front rim this time. Referees are discussing something as we've just hit the 3-minute mark. And what's looking like a Slovakian win. Slovakia, the more experienced unit when it comes to high-level 3x3. Despite Kampala being so active in the Nations League over recent years and playing some women's series stops as well. Jelinska wants it. Works in the paint. It will be waved off. 3 in the key. Referee Carazedo. That is counting right. Jelinska would have been posted up for a little bit before even receiving the pass. We'll turn it over. Kampala now. Sheila steps through. Another easy opportunity gone awry. She almost gets it back. Like to fight in this Kampala squad. But they are outmatched so far, outsized. Specifically by Vanda Krislova, who has 6 in the game for Slovakia. Kaspranova gets a look, won't get it to go. Kampala work it around. Martina from the logo. She'll get it back. Martina now charges in, shares it. Naki Tuka with the miss. Sheila with the board, and she'll get fouled. 4th foul on Slovakia. A trip to the free throw stripe for Sheila Berlamunu. Good offensive rebound here. Sheila charges in. Missed the free throw. Good hands again. Kampala work it around. Get it to Naki Tuka. Back to Prisilar. Actually, that was Sheila. I apologize. But Slovakia has not had to work as hard for their scores, I'd say, as Kampala does. They get it back down to Jelinska here. Lucia Jelinska, 24 years of age, heads to the stripe here. And will be off the mark. Screening game all of a sudden for Kampala. We haven't seen that much. They swing it around. Prisilar steps through. Forced attempt is no good. Double high post look now for the ladies in white. It's poked out. Martina will get it back to Kampala. Handoff action, 2-piece, no good. That's the story of the game for the Ugandan ladies. High arcing 2-piece will not go for Krislova either. Martina. Sheila almost got her hands on that rebound, but Slovakians have it. We are under a minute to go. All business down there for Banda. Two from the corner, no. Krislovo will pick up the Wilson again. Screening game. Kaspranova, pass, ticked off. Martina, two-piece combo for Kampala. Martina Anyango with a block and a score. But then Kampala fouled Slovakia and put Kaspranova on the stripe for a couple. And that's point number 16. Slovakia is losing. We got one more game left after this one, which is Azerbaijan and Brazil, who will meet up in a clash for a spot in Pool D. We know who's moving on out of qualifying draw Pool A as well, which is Slovenia, who have gotten the best out of both of these squads on the floor, as Slovakia will end their campaign with a win here, 16-7 over Kampala. Not a bad game by the Slovakian squad. We knew what they were going to do. They were going to try to force the ball down low inside. It worked continuously. So congratulations to them. Enjoy the highlights coming up. We got one more game in the qualifying draw coming up in just a few minutes. Stick and stay right here.
maç başlıyor. Ve maç başlıyor. Onlar yurdu. Onlar yurdu. İki başlar. Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan. Numara 12. Numara 12. Atilla.
It is all on the line for Azerbaijan, who get to take on Brazil for a spot in the main draw. Played their best game of the season. Started their campaign over Benin, 21-3 win. That saw them knock down a total of 6-2, 12 points for Organized Ramazani. She was brilliant. Followed by Shilan Akbingol with 6. Ibrahimova Yusupova on the court as well. Azerbaijan won their first game of the year in that contest. Now they get to take on the more experienced Brazil for a spot in the main draw in front of their home crowd. Brazil in the dark threads. They beat Benin 20-3. A more balanced effort from their side as they've got 3 out of Rayad de Freitas, 7 out of Luana de Souza, and 5 out of Victoria Moura and this Miana Hopkins. As this Brazilian unit is tough, is gritty. They, however, did not unlock the long-range shooting at all. Not a single 2 made against Benin despite a bunch of attempts. So based on that, despite Brazil's 3x3 active, despite the fact that they have more history in the game, I'd say that at least the ladies for Azerbaijan, the country, of course, has a lot of history. But I'd say maybe Azerbaijan is favored in this one. I say that with a high-pitched voice because I'm not sure. Based on that first game against Benin, based on the shooting we saw from Azerbaijan, maybe they get into the main draw for the first time all season with this quartet. Here we go. Last game here in the qualifying draw from Baku. It's all on the line. Azerbaijan will get the rock first. Trying to get away from Brazil's pressure. They do that. Beat the shot clock as well. Ramazani again. Brazil come out with a 2. What is happening? Brazil hadn't knocked down a single 2 in that game against Benin. They get one in their opening possession here against Azerbaijan and now work the ball around. 2 from the top of the key. Rayad. Down low to Luana. Poked out. Rayan. Second 2 will not go for Brazil. Big goal head. Pretty good position there. Pass just a little bit overshot. Hopkins. With a broken play here from Brazil. Out to Hopkins. Kicks it. Luana. No. Moura has been super active in the rebound. All tournament long, Ramazani on the drive. She will kick it. It's saved in bounds, but barely. And then it's saved to the wrong squad. Wait a minute, there's a whistle. Two-piece underway, Azerbaijan. Not found the touch in this game yet. Despite knocking down 6-2s against Benin, it's been offline for the first minute and a half here. They're hoping for better results on this offensive attempt. It's poked away by Brazil. A lot is resting on the shoulders of Saminaz Ramazanli. Number 11, she gives it up, gets it back. Ramazanli, yes! All threads and a foul to boot. The home crowd is into it. So Azerbaijan get the 2. They get their Wilson back as well. Foul wasn't on the shot, it was off ball. Ibrahimova looking the ball screen angles with Akbin goal. What a foul! Perfect precision pass. Akbin Cole finishes the play. Brazil with a wild take. And Ayan will get fouled, but I'm still amazed by what Azerbaijan has brought to the half-court arena today. We have not seen him look this feisty, this sharp, all season long. The improvement is clear. Ramazanli will have to be subbed out. Maybe some bleeding, I'm not sure. She'll get fixed by the medical staff. A free throw coming up for Rayan de Freitas. She will not convert it. Brazil with feisty defense. They kick it down low, out to Luana. Luana on the move to Rayan in the paint. Oh, Brazil like to go with a bunch of ones now. They've gotten that going. And a traveling violation, as Akbin goal couldn't quite move Luana out of the way. Entertaining game here in the first 2.5 minutes. Again, a play-in contest. It's win or go home, essentially. Or not essentially. That is what it is. Luana, no. You win here, you move into Pool D in the main draw. You lose here, you'll be watching on from the sidelines for the rest of the tournament. I'm sure these ladies would too. As Fountain Square sees Brazil tie things at 4. Azerbaijan get another deep look. Ramazanli back on the court, misses it. Midi pull up Luana. Ramazanli this time opts for a drive. Stops on a dime, pops. He won't get the mid-range shot. Hopkins. Out to Luana, back to Hopkins, and again, precision passing by Brazil. Charge back on a 3-0 run. Ball with a shoulder fake to tie things in front. Left, right. Ramazanli charges in, has not had the touch in the paint so far. Beats for Brazil is offline. Moura retries, and if you don't succeed, try again. Second 2 of the game for the Brazilian ladies. They take a 2-point lead. TV timeout. You're new with us, welcome to the stream first. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure you like the video. And follow us on socials at FIBA 3x3W. Now, of course, you can follow me as well at 3x3 The Mountain. If you want to hit me up and tell me all about these games or anything else you want to get off your chest, please do. As action continues, we're 6 minutes away from knowing who makes it into the main draw to be played later today. Ibrahimova all the way back there. Can't get the shot. There's a whistle on the floor. Moura. And Brazil again trying to dominate the boards. Hopkins will try a two-piece. It will not go, so a couple of offensive rebounds lead to nothing for Brazilian ladies, and again a whistle. Akbingol was down on the floor. Oh, that is a definite foul. Moura just pulls her back. Second foul on Brazil. Oh, Ramazani with a snatch back. Couldn't get you, sir. 7-7 contest. Oh, my goodness. Luana has eyes in the back of her head somehow. Ibrahimova can't get it. It's Akbingol who takes over. Aaron pass. Luana's on the move this time around. Straight to the rack. And scoops in the lay. Brazil back up by 2. Ramazani has been a weapon for Azerbaijan. She's got 5 out of 7. Wait a minute. Ibrahimova with a good pass. Akbingol. Shot down. Wait a minute. Whistle on the floor. Delay of game warning extended. As Brazil take over with a fresh 12. Screening action for Hopkins, who lofts it inside. Rayan. Azerbaijan has had no answer. For Brazil's pick and roll game, they have just picked them apart. Azerbaijan down to Akbingol again. He's missed a couple of these now. As Shilan Akbingol. Azerbaijan needs some scoring outside of Ramazani, who's had another great game. If they want to stick with this Brazilian squad, their experience, they need something. Ramazani on the move again. Lofts it down low. Oh my goodness, Hopkins. Wait a minute, that's a foul. Deanna Hopkins came through. You see referee Andrade sending with a smile. Hopkins charges in, gets a piece of the arm. The referee Sender was laughing because Hopkins might have not agreed with that call. I'm not sure. Anyway. Free throw missed, and play continued. And they're into 10 by Moura. Ramazani was left wide open, but leaves the shot wide right. So we get another Brazilian reset as we have hit the 4-minute mark. TV timeout coming. Brazil has been the better squad, if only by a hair. Mainly because they've knocked down 2 twos and their pick and roll game has continued to make things difficult for Azerbaijan. We're looking for a second scoring option outside of Slovenia. Ramazani was 5 of their 7 points. Akbingol has 2. Maybe those 2 would lead the way. Can they lead him back? Brazil ball coming out of the timeout. As they have Mura take a seat, Akbengol will sit down for Azerbaijan. 4 minutes until we know who goes into the main draw. Luana looking to dance, gets it to Hopkins. Hopkins with a fake and a step through. She's fouled on the play. A free throw coming up from Iana Hopkins. Coaching warning extended to Azerbaijan. As you know by now, 3x3 has no coaching. It's not in the games. So as a player, you can't interact with your coach. As Hopkins splashes the freebie. Brazil are now up by 4. Looking to get out of their second qualifying draw of the season. After doing so in Chengdu, they're looking to do so again in Baku. And they see Azerbaijan miss a long 2 again. Rayan now on the move. Kicks it. Hopkins. Places down her own rebound. They work it around again. Mura. Mura straight to the rack, tough finish. Ramazanli's been quiet over the last few minutes. We'll try to get it down low to Akbengol. There's a foul on the floor. And now a warning extended for behavior. So pretty much complaining to the referees. That is extended to Brazil, who are up quite comfortably, but there's a lot of time left on the clock. 3 minutes is an eternity in 3x3 basketball. Azerbaijan looking to find that hot shooting touch again. Ibrahimova will force one. It'll go out of bounds, and I believe they're saying Azerbaijan has touched it last. Mura, yes. Another 2-piece down for the Brazilians. Number 3 on the game. As I mentioned, sometimes Brazil look like world beaters. If they knock the 2 down, that is exactly what happens here. With all the physicality, their precision passing. If you add the shooting, this team is super dangerous. And they're showing out here. 14-7 over Azerbaijan. Looks like they might be heading to the main draw unless Azerbaijan can change something here. Not a lot of time left to do it. They get a stop. But then they get stopped themselves. The no-look dish from Luana. Nope, never mind. I think that one cleared. We'll take a seat. Screening action, Azerbaijan. We'll have it with Akbengol now. Ramazanli is fully denied entry. 1 on the clock. It's just taken from her. Rayan charges in and gets fouled. So Brazil have zoned in on the fact that Salminas Ramazanli is the main and maybe only weapon for Azerbaijan, and they are forcing the ball away from her. They are denying the ball anytime, anywhere on the court, whenever she gets close. You can see it here. Akbengol saves it inbounds. Ibrahimova. It's out of bounds now. Azerbaijan with 6 ticks to go. Ibrahimova pick and pop, and there's an unsportsmanlike foul. as Mura held up a player in scoring position. So this might be some life for Azerbaijan, who could climb back in this game somewhat. Brazil is at the bonus because it counts as 2 fouls right away. And Yusupova could bring her team back within 5, never mind, back within 6. So a 3-possession game if she splits a pair. Yusupova, who hadn't scored in the game so far. Six-point contest, Brazil, Mura, kickball, fresh 12, Brazil check up top. So pretty divisive role here for Victoria Mura, who's gotten her team a ton of extra possessions through rebounds and has gotten a couple of 2s knocked down. She's got 8 points in the game. She also fouled a lot, turned the ball over quite a bunch. Brazil hunting for another 2-piece. They get a bunch of offensive rebounds. Luana fakes, drives, kicks. Mura into the paint, no one home. Brazil scored. The post-ups have not worked for Azerbaijan. They've tried to force feed it into Akbin goal, and Brazil have just poked the ball away from her on every single possession. They leave 3.2 for Ramazanli to work. Ramazanli even blocked on that attempt. Hopkins. She's fouled on the take. You can see the frustration on the faces of the Azerbaijani ladies who have been stifled by the physicality of the Brazilians. Nothing has worked. Ramazanli, outside of scoring 5, has been quiet for the last 5 minutes. Hopkins gets her own rebound. No. There's Ramazanli. Finally an open look. Can't get it to go. Azerbaijan needed that. They don't get it. And they get a foul added to their conto here as Rayan got free. There's Salminaz Ramazanli. Scored all 5 of her points in the first few minutes of the game. And Azerbaijan has been extremely quiet since. As you remember, it was a 7-7 contest. It has now gotten into a 9-1 run for Brazil. 30 ticks to go. Rayan takes it. Down low to Hopkins. Hopkins takes her time out to eventually Mura. No. Another offensive rebound for Hopkins, who misses. But Brazil can rest assured they are coming away with a dub here. Not enough time left for Azerbaijan to even climb back into this. They do get a couple of free throws here. Under 17 seconds to go. They can only hope for a very unlikely miracle, especially after that miss. Brazil get a 2 from Luana. 18-9, Ramazanli, no. The Brazilians do it again. Mura. Now it's down low. Luana with a fadeaway this time. She's hit on the arm. Wait a minute. I think we'll get 2 more free throws. So Azerbaijan couldn't follow up their first win of the year with a second one. And Luana de Souza will put the finishing touches on this one. Couple of free throws to get Brazil up to 20 points. And she'll miss a second one, and that'll do it. Brazil move into Pool B and win this qualifying draw over Azerbaijan, who had a good 3-4 minutes to start this game, and then The physicality got to them. The grit and grind game for Brazil got to them. And they take a loss. We'll see them one more time. The highlights coming up. The home team is out. That leaves us with 12 teams total. Enjoy the highlights. We'll get you updated on when we're back and when the action starts this afternoon momentarily. All right, that's it for the qualifying draw this morning. We will continue action at 3 p.m. local time, so in right around 2.5 hours is when we will see Women's Pool D kick off with Brazil and Spain. So make sure to tune in for that one. I'll be there for sure. I'll see you there.